All right, hey everyone, this is Rudy. It's February the 11th, the year 2017, and a few folks have asked about the latest status of Schaeffer Cox's appeal. And so I wanted just to share what I know. You guys, there may be a few folks out there that have even a later status than me. If you do, please feel free to update the comment section. But I wanted to share what I know. A few weeks ago, I wrote to Schaeffer and I said, hey, what is the latest status of your appeal? People are asking, is it going to be held in a courtroom? What can people do? Well, shortly after that, Schaeffer's brother, Grady Cox, posted Schaeffer's appeal documents. It's 101 pages on a Google Drive. So I'll put the link in the description bar. You guys can download this and read it. I have printed it off. I think I read it on the plane. It's a very strong argument for an appeal to overturn Schaeffer's case. If you go to this link, you will see all kinds of arguments why Schaeffer's case should be overturned and he should be set free. So I'll put that link where you can download it. Also, I wrote to Schaeffer a letter and I asked him, hey Schaeffer, what is the date, status, and location of your appeal? Is there a courtroom that people should be planning to attend? What can people do to help with your appeal? And here is what Schaeffer wrote back. The appeal is just submitted to the Ninth Circuit and they read it and rule on it in their closed office. There is no hearing to attend. Unfortunately, Nelson Traverso, and many of you guys may remember Nelson Traverso was Schaeffer's attorney in the federal level. Of course, all of Schaeffer's charges were dismissed at the state level, so they had to bring it to the corrupt federal level at the court. But it says, unfortunately, Nelson Traverso, who was his attorney at the federal court, didn't object to anything at trial, so we are extremely limited on what we can now bring up on appeal. If you don't object at the time of trial, you waive the objection for appeal. Our opening brief is due October the 11th. We plan to file it on time. Here's what people can do to help. The prosecution is going to fall back on the lies they rammed through at trial. They are going to point to those lies and say, this is a settled matter. Cox thought up 241. That's not true. That's absolutely a lie. Cox said to do it. Cox could have said no and walked away, but that's not what he did. He conspired. A jury took in all the information and found him guilty of it. Any errors in the trial are harmless because the evidence against Cox is so overwhelming that even if the procedures had been done the way the defense thinks they should have been, the jury would have found Cox guilty anyway. So the flaws in the jury instructions that Cox is griping about are inconsequential, and his appeal should be thrown out. What you guys need to do is get the real facts published. You need to make YouTubes like the one that shows Scrocky lied to the jury. Then you need to make sure that everyone, including the Ninth Circuit and the prosecution, know that the lies they are thinking about doubling down on are being exposed in the real world as lies. They can make believe in a controlled courtroom with controlled lawyers, but the truth must be dealt with when it's broadcasted to society. If the prosecutors know the truth is out, they may just punt on the appeal and let us win it. It's worth a shot, and the time is now. Schaeffer. So that's what Schaeffer had to say in regards to when I asked him about the status. This is the 101-page document. I'll put the link where you can read the appeal. There is something happening this month. I don't know the exact date. I'm hoping to get a letter. Since they've moved Schaeffer back to CMU, Communication Management Unit Prison, they've killed my email communications with Schaeffer, where I was able to communicate with him daily through multiple emails. That's not happening anymore, so we have to communicate with snail mail, which means I may get one letter a week from Schaeffer. Our communications has been greatly hampered, and there's no doubt in my mind that they're doing this at the time when his appeal is going on, in order to prevent him from working harder on his appeal. This is all being done by the counterterrorism unit in Virginia, who is full of a bunch of reprobate satanic do-gooders who think that they're doing America a favor, but in actuality they're taking America's strongest patriots like Schaeffer and they're putting them in hellholes and putting them in secret CIA ran prisons where they torture them. And they actually think they're doing America a favor. But see, all of this will be made known. God doesn't, there's no secrets that can be kept from God. And so these people and their evil doings will be brought to the light, and we will continue to expose them. But In any event, that's the latest as I know it. If I get any more information on Schaeffer's appeal, I will certainly put it out on YouTube. Thank you guys for your interest. Please keep Schaeffer in your prayers. Also, write Schaeffer a letter. You guys know his prison address. And just write him a letter. Let him know what you're thinking, and hopefully he can write you back. If he can't write you back because he's limited, if they limit him, he'll write me a letter, and I'll read it into YouTube. God bless every one of you guys, and stay strong. Be obedient. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Be faithful unto death, and endure unto the end. Okay? This is showing our loyalty. We're keeping the faith. We are believing in the Lord Jesus Christ until our dying breath. And we look to the Bible as our guidance. God bless. Please keep Schaeffer Cox in your prayers. Bye-bye.